Hey.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
I am good. I'm hoping that we have some, we don't have any power outages going on over here.
Same here.
Oh my gosh. Where are you at?
St. Petersburg, Florida.
That's what I thought. You're in Florida. Is it bad there too? Oh my gosh. So my son had 2 teeth pulled today, and I had to run and get him some Motrin because I have to alternate like the Tylenol and the Motrin, and all I had was Tylenol. So I left him and my daughter alone. My mom and I ran to the store like crazy people, and it wasn't even raining when we left, and it started like coming down as we were driving to the store. And then we get to Walmart, and it's pouring down rain, and the lights freaking go out in Walmart. And I was like, oh my God, I need to go home. And so I was rushing. The lines were crazy because the lights were out. And then my daughter called me crying because the lights were out at home. And oh.
Sorry, I didn't call you yesterday.
Oh, I want to know what happened. Are you going to tell me now, or are you going to tell me later?
I can tell you now.
Say? Okay, tell me.
I had through the Scentsy.com a old consultant contact me from Maryland.
Uh-huh.
And she gave me all of her Scentsy stuff.
What? That is exciting. What did she give you?
Well, she's from 2012 when you all went to Las Vegas.
Okay.
On the reunion. So she gave me the bag. She gave me the warmer from back then, which is the purple one. It says Light Me Up.
Love that one.
And she's digging out the rest of her warmers. I'm trying to convince her to keep them so I can kind of switch scents with her.
Yeah.
Because she's got a lot of winter, fall type scents that she's not really into.
Mhm.
And she has given me her entire contact list from Maryland and such.
Oh my gosh. That is like priceless right there.
That
is so exciting.
Up to date. And she's sending them all over to me.
Yay, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. She just went on there, typed my name in, and of course, you know, that's going to be kind of hard to do as of August when they do that switch because I haven't made leader yet. I'm going there.
But we're going to get you there. I have some exciting stuff to share with you tonight that I have been working so hard on that I think is going to be awesome for our team. I'm excited.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. The training class today, the young lady, Andy Peter, who did that kind of made me cry.
Aww.
Which, with her panic attacks and such that she shared with everybody, that's kind of one of my health issues. So,
really?
Yeah. So she helped me.
Go to the printer.
Along with some of the wonderful training you all went through at Reunion.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you what, and that's some of the 90% of what I'm going to share with you guys tonight is it's not about doing your basket parties and doing your parties. It's more about being good with you and within yourself. And I think for me, that's what I needed to hear right now in my business. And I think it's exciting. It's nice to know that other people are in the same boat, right? One of my very good friends got up and really got out of her comfort zone and just shared her heart. And that's what it's about, is sharing our heart, not just with our team members, but our customers, and really just getting that personal value back, because social media has taken over. And that's a good thing. I think it's great. I think we can work both aspects of our business, and I feel like that's what's prevented me from growing, is that I haven't grasped that social media again. But yet, learning how to do that and keep it personal at the same time and grow relationships. So I think it's really, I think it's important to be able to like do it both. So You know what? I have the headphones on. I'm sorry. It's because I have my mom here too. And last time we did the video, it was not good to be able to both be online at the same time, especially with our internet situations and with our Wi-Fi situations. So I'm going to try to take it off the speaker, but then you can't hear. So anyway, we're going to get started. I'm so excited to see you, Gina. I feel like I've been gone from El Paso for like ever, and I miss you so much.
See what I'm doing?
Are you making samples?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, so since we have a lot of people on, I'm going to ask y'all a humongous favor. If you'll just go down on the bottom and push mute, so that way we get rid of like the noise of the television and we get rid of all of that extra noise. And then whenever you want to talk, please unmute yourself. That way it just helps to get rid of that background noise. So I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, Steph. Hey, Kathy. Let's see who else we got.
Hi, Kelly.
Annabelle. Annabelle was there to share in the excitement. And hi, Eileen. Again, I haven't seen you in a million years. There should be more. There's 3 more pages now. Okay, that's okay. And Carrie, I hear somebody crying. Is that one of your children, Carrie?
Yeah, that's the baby.
Oh no, poor babies.
As soon as I start driving, I'll stop.
No, it's fine. You're good. You're good. And you maybe can figure out how to mute yourself, because that might help too. Just some of that background noise. But anyway, so I want to get started because, like I was saying, is that there's not a whole lot of like tips. I mean, there are a lot of tips. I gained a lot of tips that I'll share at another time. What I'm trying to do, I think, in these little Zoom meetings, I think they're awesome. I love being able to see everybody. It's exciting. I think it's a great way for us to connect. But I don't want to keep them like hours long because I think we're going to lose you guys. And I know everybody's time is valuable, including my own. So I think a little 20-minute burst of information is great. So I'm going to try really hard to keep this one to like 30 minutes since we kind of already almost 10 minutes in. But like I was telling you guys, is that reunion for me this year was much more personal. It wasn't so business-like. It was very building relationships, and it was just the tone that I needed. And I've heard it from everyone else. It's exactly what they needed in their business as well. So I have not anything formal planned. I'm just going to kind of go over my notes with you and just share. And a lot of it are little quotes that I was like, oh my gosh, that's so, so powerful. And then what I would love to do at the end, and not like on this call, but what I would like to do is we normally, like in January, we plan and have our goal setting meeting, and we have our, we build dream boards and stuff like that. But I want to do that now. I want to take the time and to reevaluate your dream boards, because it's been a while since we've done that. And I want to have you guys do this on your own time, and then share your dream boards with us, share your excitement, because it's time to reevaluate our businesses and stop making excuses. Because one of the things that I learned, a speaker, Mel Robbins, was amazing. She was like my favorite speaker ever. But she gave us this presentation on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And within 5 seconds of your brain telling, this frontal cortex of your brain right here, this is the dreaming part of your brain. And the rest of it is your reasonable, like, no, you better not do that. That's not a good idea kind of a brain. And they also had people there doing improv, which was really fun. Sorry. And that was really fun too. And it was a funny way to realize that we are our own worst enemies. We talk ourselves out of so much, more than I ever imagined that we do. But then watching all this stuff, it was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I do that too. But hesitation will rob you of your dreams. And that is so very true. And every time that there's a setback, there's always an opportunity looking forward. We may not see it at the time, but God always blesses us in ways that we really cannot always see. And there's going to be haters. That's a thing that I think I've learned, is that I feel like we can't please everybody. Customers aren't always going to be happy. Team members aren't always going to be happy. There's just somebody that's always going to say, Like, for example, I'm just going to give you this example. I was doing a presentation there on the expo about the new consulting kit that's going to start in the fall. And now it comes with a bag, a Scentsy bag, super cute, like Scentsy tote, plus a buddy clip, plus, I mean, all this other stuff, right? And I heard more negative about that because they did not get that in their kit. So instead of turning it around being like, oh my gosh, that's so exciting because now my new recruits are going to get that, I heard it on the flip side that was saying, well, I just joined 3 months ago and I didn't get that. That's not fair. So let's change our mindset. Let's not think like that because it's easy to get to that. It's easy to fall into that trap. It's easy to get into that mindset of, oh, I didn't get that for me. And so there will always be haters. No matter what we do, no matter what Scentsy does, people are going to hate. But the more that we celebrate our life, the cool people are going to want to join us, and they're going to want to play. And that's what we want. We want the cool people who want to play with us because we're cool people and we're exciting, right? We are not negative. And it's easy. The first thought that always comes to their mind is negative. If you have not muted yourself, I would greatly appreciate it. I feel like some fan noise or something in the background, just so that the recording is clear and that it's clear. And we have something worth celebrating. Sometimes when life gets hard, we think like everything's horrible. We don't have anything to celebrate. But that's so not true. And there is enough room in this world for everybody to succeed. The only person that we should be in competition with is ourselves. I'm not in competition with you or you or you or anybody else. It is all us, you guys. And there is more than enough room for all of us to be up there at the top, being successful, making six figures. But we stop ourselves. We are always in the way. And the more people cheer us on, the more that our cup is going to rise and we're going to feel fulfilled. We need to celebrate the small wins together instead of tearing each other apart and tearing each other down. And other Scentsy consultants, I mean, so I'm going to challenge you. If you are in any kind of a Scentsy group that is negative in any way, shape, or form, get out. Get out, because it is tearing you apart. And social media is easy to do that because people get this wall when you put up social media and people can talk and talk and talk and talk, but then you get face to face with that person, they're not so talkative, right? So I really suggest that you get out of those groups. You do not need that negativity in your life. There is enough positivity, and we can be the change in ourselves if we focus on the positive. Now, getting to that to-do list. I know that I am scattered lately, and I could not figure out why I couldn't get anything accomplished. I used to be a list writer, and then I've gone through all these phases, right? A list writer, I'm so organized and this and that. And right now, I am all over the place. I'm traveling for a month. I have no office. My office right now, if you can see, is my mom's dining room table. Earlier, it was the couch. That was not working for me, so I moved to the dining room table. But it doesn't matter where we are. That's the glory of this business. But if you make a list, it is proven that you have 43% more of a chance of getting things accomplished if you write it down. It can be on a paper, it could be on a planner, it could be on your smartphone, it doesn't matter, but Pamela's got her things written down. But you have a better chance of getting them accomplished. And then it gets it off your mind, because especially all of the women on this call, we cannot settle our minds down. Once we write it down, it's kind of like, okay, I feel better, I can sleep. But you also have to have a plan to accomplish those things. If you have an action plan in place, such as, you know what, I need to finish at least these top 3 things on my list. If I don't finish them by 4 or 5 o'clock, what's going to happen? What is going to be my consequence, per se? So maybe I have to skip my TV show that I was looking forward to doing. Maybe that's my motivation to say, you know what, if I just get it done, I have time to watch my show, I can get it over with. But have a plan in place if you do not accomplish that list. And it forces us to sit down and get it done and get the hard and uncomfortable things out of the way first. I'm skipping all over my notes. If I go over something twice, you guys stop me because I don't want to spend a lot of time. But something else that along that same note is that we spend more time worrying about what could happen or what might happen than actually doing the task. So for example, picking up the phone to call a customer for follow-up. We think about it. We beat ourselves up about it. Well, maybe it's not the right time now. Well, maybe they're busy. Well, maybe they don't need wax. It's only been a month. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, right? And they had a whole improv on this scenario. But the key is we spend 10 minutes worrying about it. Then actually, if we were to just pick up the phone and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get it done, then the worrying is over. We don't have to think about it anymore, and it's done. And then the next call is a little easier and a little easier and a little easier. So just stop thinking about things and just do them. It is hard, yes, but the more you just do it, the easier it becomes. Another thing that Mel Robbins taught us was that in the first 2 hours of your day, those are the most productive hours of your day. So if you could just dedicate 30 minutes, not even the 2 hours, but if you can dedicate 30 minutes to your business in the morning while you're fresh and right away, you are going to be way more productive. You're going to be way more focused throughout the day. And it really will better your business. So back to the list writing, if you would write a list of everything you need to accomplish, if you write that before you go to bed in the morning, at night, and circle the top 2 that you have to get done within 30 minutes of waking up. And do not get on your phone. Do not get on social media. Don't check your email. Don't do anything else. Granted, I know we have kids and sometimes that's kind of hard, but if you could try to wake up 30 minutes before they do, or 30 minutes before you have to get to work, or 30 minutes before your husband gets up and waking up and getting out the door. Whatever it takes, just 30 minutes. If you can accomplish those 2 things, imagine what that will do for your business and for your personal life in general. It's not just your business that I'm talking about. Something that I'm guilty of is sleeping with my phone. It's bad. I put my phone at my pillow every single night. It's on silent. I kind of turn off like the notifications, but somehow I'm kind of stupid when it comes to my smartphone. Somehow they still kind of pop up. But there's studies out there that say people are getting less quality sleep because their phone is dinging in the night, and they may not wake up, but it's interrupting your REM sleep, and then it's, of course, making you not as productive the next day. So something she suggested, too, was put your phone in the bathroom. And just if you use it for your alarm, then leave the alarm on, but put it in the bathroom and get sleep. So, and she also said that your sex life might be better, too, for that. Just saying, in case that's suffering. That might be a good idea. Put your phone in the bathroom. But before you go get your phone, and that also helps you get out of bed in the morning, because you have to get out of bed to go get your phone instead of just like snoozing it under your pillow like I do. And it also helps you to stay more productive and more focused. Don't turn it on. Don't just turn off your alarm and get your 30 minutes of stuff done. Because focus matters, and we all are short on time. We live a very busy life. All of us do. That's just the way the world is now. Those small habits, they have a tendency to grow, but you have to focus on them. And how many times do we say, well, tomorrow I'm going to be the future me, or tomorrow I'm going to start my diet, or you know what, tomorrow I'm going to do this or that. But tomorrow never comes, because tomorrow you wake up and you still feel crappy and you still don't want to do it. And you just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So this is where this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing that you guys may or may not have already seen us talking about, but it really has changed my life. I have implemented this. It helped me the next morning get out of bed, because we were out late and we had to get up super early, and I rocketed out of bed and I said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I went on with my day. And lo and behold, I even got my hair done. That doesn't happen often because it takes me a long time to do my hair. But basically is when you count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it activates your prefrontal cortex. And that's the part that's the dreaming part that I was telling you about earlier. It's not your reasonable, rational part. And that's the part that says, go for it. Do it. Just do it. Just get out of bed. And then within 5 seconds, your reasonable brain says, oh, but you're tired, and just push that snooze button. It'll be fine. You literally have 5 seconds. So by counting backwards, it helps activate that thing in your brain, and I promise you it helps. You laugh, it's silly. She even said it's silly. It is silly, but it works. So the next time you go to pick up that phone and you decide, maybe not, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm doing it, and you just do it. Just do it. I want you guys to try that and implement it. So do you have the will to do the small things that make a difference, because the small things in your business make a difference. Georgina right now, she's making samples. That's a huge deal. She's using her time wisely. While we're sitting here on this call, she's making samples. And I know she'll hand them out because I know Gina. Now, if I were to make samples, I don't know if I might hand them out. Lately, it's not been. And so that's the thing. I have to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I made the samples. Now I have to go hand it out. The same thing. My mom and I, hello. She and I have been working on a super fun project about making this really super awesome basket party that we're going to share with you guys, because I got a Cricut machine and I am like, it's my new hobby. I know, it's so much fun. So I wanted to use that in our business. Oh yeah, look. Yep, we got these cute little patches at Walmart, and this is where all the little scents are going to go, and we Cricutted this, and it's fun. And we're doing an array of baskets. So that'll be on another call. We're going to share that with you because we have had so much fun. I need to move to Dallas, just saying, or she needs to go house with us. When hell freezes over, that will happen. But we have just had so much fun this month, and I'm sad that my month is coming to an end. We're only here for 1 more week. But find a bit on that same note, not even on my list of notes, but find somebody that you're going to have fun with, because this business has made it that I've had way more fun that my mom is in it now, that we are just having like a blast together. So find somebody on your journey that, whether it be your mom or your sister, your best friend or your cousin or somebody else that you could just have so much fun with, because it really does make this experience so much better. So all of us, we know what we have to do in our business. I mean, it is very simple. We need to have parties, whether they're Facebook parties or basket parties or online parties. We need to sponsor new consultants if we want to build a team so we can build our long residual income. But the question is, will we do it? We know what to do, but will we do it? And that is what it all breaks down to. There's all these little tips and tricks and this and that we can get from everybody. Oh, it's kind of two-sided, that's why. But the key is, will we do it? And I want everybody here to say, yes, we will. We will do it, because we're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we want to be successful, and we want to make more money. We want bigger paychecks. We want to help people out in this business. There's a lot of reasons that we do this. So just say yes, because all of us are here on this call for a reason. Now, I'm skipping because I'm like already at 8:20. So another thing that I learned is you take your customers from customers to fans. Like a customer, they can just buy from you, and that's great, but turn them into fans. Get them to be able to refer you. If they're fans of you, they're going to celebrate your successes with you. Like, yay, you earned this, or yay, you did this, or I'm so excited for you to do this. And then they share because they're excited. So give them the great customer service. Become friends with them. Make them your fans. And make Scentsy a lifestyle. Make it where it's not an obligation to share Scentsy. It's just that you're not selling anything. All you're doing is sharing. That is one thing that I learned with social media. It's not about, hey, did you see this cute warmer of this little camera? No, like share personal pictures. Have the lighting different. They have all kinds of different booths set up for us so we can practice the lighting of this and take, adding, what's the word you add? Just different stuff with it, like scenery. Like a scenery, yeah. Like for the counter clean and stuff, you add sponges or like a cute little yellow cloth to make it look prettier, more inviting, and then you can share it on Pinterest. So it's more than just, hey, this warmer's on sale 10% off. And be creative with it. And I think that's super fun because there's a lot of possibilities and we can just let our creativity run wild. Another idea was to wear your lanyard, like if you've gone to Scentsy events, especially Reunion, because they give you all the ribbons of the things that you've accomplished. Wear that to your parties. Celebrate your successes with your customers, with your guests at this party, because then it might be, I'm going to use the example of my husband. He's right now, I'm not there. He is getting the Officer of the Month award right now, and he doesn't get recognized for anything. I mean anything. He has been in the department for 17 years, and he was in crime scene 99% of that, and never once did he even receive like this email that said, hey, great job, Bob, you did amazing. But ever since he transferred to the West Side, they are all about recognition, and he loves it. we don't realize how much we need that recognition until, because he never had it. So he didn't realize what he was missing. But now they recognize everything he does. I mean, he gets a hit on some fingerprints and they're like, way to go, Kano. You were awesome this month. And all he's doing is his job, right? All we're doing is our job. But being recognized for stuff, it's exciting. It makes us want to do more. It makes us want to be better. It makes us want to be a better us. And that's cool because we need that as women, as men. He needs that too. And it challenges him to, now I told him, I said, well, that sucks because I'm not there. But you have to earn it again because I want to be there for the celebration. So now that's his goal, is he's going to work hard so that he can earn it again. So celebrate your successes with your customers and your people at your parties, and let them be excited for you and you be excited for them. And that excitement and that energy will feed off of each other. We also, I'm skipping that, sorry. So there's something else too. Our dreams are our responsibility. And I feel like for a long time, I always like take you guys like, come on, I want this for you. I want you to succeed. But in realization, the dreams and your goals are you. It's not me wanting it for you. I'm going to be your cheerleader. I'm always going to be your cheerleader. But I want the best for you. But you have to want whatever it is that you want. Whatever your why is, whatever it is, that's your dream and that's your responsibility. The world owes us nothing. Everything else that we get out of the world is a bonus. I loved that quote. I don't even remember who said that. We are all independent consultants and we are all driving our own bus. So I think that's really cool. Our success is not attached to the leaders. I did not have an upline whatsoever. My sponsor didn't even talk to me. I saw a reunion and doesn't really talk to me much. But that is not my success. I'm not a failure because I did not have that support. Now, you just kind of, like I said, you take everything with a bonus. And it's all what's in our heart. And that's the thing. If we share from our heart and we love from our heart and we love the product from our heart, everything else just kind of falls into place. And this is another quote that I just loved, is that life is not a dress rehearsal. There is no do-overs. Life really is short. So we need to live a life of expectations and be driven focused. We have to have our own drive and use that and not waste another moment. We can't say, well, tomorrow I'll make those calls. Tomorrow I'll make samples. Tomorrow this. You have to tell yourself where you're going in the future, not where you've been. It's not like, well, in the past, I've done this, this, and this really hit home for me. But it's about in the future, I'm going to be this, this, and this. So I think that's really important. Do not live in the past. Continually move, because then you're always making progress. You're always succeeding if you are moving forward. If we're coasting in life, you can't coast even straight. You can't coast uphill. You can only coast down. So we have to be forward moving. And that's all in us. We have to be daily goal setters and daily goal hitters, not just a setter. You have to hit your goals, take action, and do them. Don't live in the past. Decide who you are and become the great that you are capable of. So whatever it is that motivates you, whatever it is that drives you, you have to be in touch with yourself before that we can touch other people. And I'm really stoked about that. I'm really excited. And something else too that it kind of was like it's a no-brainer, but they said, find your strengths, because we have strengths and we have weaknesses, but find our strengths and run with those. And then find people who are strong at your weak points. So whatever your weekend, that's who you want to build your team with, is people that are weak are strong where you are weak, because then together you're going to build an amazing team. So worrying. I talked a little bit about this earlier, that we worry a lot. We worry about what's going to happen. Well, what if I get them at the bad time? What if this? What if that, right? But in order to feel more joy in our life, we need to teach ourselves to stop worrying, because really the worst that could happen is somebody says no, or somebody gets irate. so what? Move on. I mean, there are people out there that want to hear from us, that want our product, that want great service. So stop worrying about the what if and start just finding more joy in the journey. And don't underestimate the power of the impulses that are inside of us. And if you're not having fun, you're done. I really liked that. Any day that we wake up on the right side of the grass, it's a good day. So there's a lot of things in life to worry about. Social media happens to bring us down a lot. Step away. Step away, read a book. Step away and do something that you find fun in. If you find it fun to go and meet new people about your business, then do that. And step away from all the negative and everything else that you have going on in your life. I have a lot of books that I would like to recommend. I'm a reader, so I will be posting that and I'll share them with you. But I don't want to go through them now. A couple of great ideas, and I'm going to ask the ladies that were there with us at Reunion to share a couple of their favorite tips. But a couple of mine of ideas for our business that I loved was do a tailgating trunk show where you just kind of bring some stuff that you have on hand, and while your kids are at practice or waiting, you're waiting to pick them up at school or whatever the case may be, open your trunk and just show what you have, smell the scents. I really liked that because that hits home with me. Another thing that you can do in better weather is you can do a porch party where you don't even come in your house. You have the scents all laid out on the porch. You've got, just this cute little setup, and people can come and go as they please, and it's just a simple porch party. Have a coffee date. Go to Starbucks and have some girlfriends. You just get a table and you can actually have a hostess and just have them invite their friends and come and go. Have some quick coffee. It doesn't have to be traditional. Think outside of the box. And I think we get so hung up on, well, my home party didn't work, so I'm done. And we can't be like that. We've got to think outside of the box. So I have a lot more to talk about, but I'm going to save it for another day because I don't want to bore you anymore. But I would love to have someone. Let me see. I'm going to pick on you. I know Annabelle, you are on. So if you could unmute, you are unmuted. So I'm going to put you on the spot, girlfriend.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess for me, the biggest takeaway was the 5-4-3-2-1, and I actually used it yesterday. I spoke to a cousin of mine that lives in El Paso and works in El Paso, and he sells houses. So anyway, he had mentioned to me that they normally give out gifts to their, the people who buy homes. And I actually offered him I asked him, hey, would you ever, want to place a Scentsy order to start giving your clients, your customers, a gift from you and give them Scentsy. So I was really nervous about it. I had never, approached him that way. And he said, yes. He's like, yeah, send me a catalog. So,
Hey.
Yeah. So I was excited about it.
And that 5-4-3-2-1 really worked because you would not have done that.
Right.
I know you better than that. That's awesome. Yeah. It doesn't take a lot to implement it.
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yay. Okay, cool. Did you learn any tips at the expo that you might want to share?
Yes, with the social media, because I don't really get on too much. And I went to one of the booths and they asked me if I have a Facebook, what is it? A Facebook page, advertising my business. Yes, a business page. So I don't have one. I've never made one. And they taught me that I could put my Scentsy website on there and they can just hit a button and it would take them from Facebook to the website. So I was pretty amazed with that,
Nice. So what was the advantage of having a business page versus just on your personal status? Did they say?
Well, no, they didn't tell me that. No, they were just, asking me if I ever get on social media and if I advertise anywhere. And I told them no, that I'm always, just I just leave it alone, you know, because I don't want to advertise on Facebook or anything that I'm a Scentsy consultant, because I don't want people to like tune me out, or, you know, I don't post that much anyway. So,
but maybe,
you know,
but maybe that's a good reason, a good way to start doing it is on the business page, because then whoever wants to join your business page, they want to be there because they want your product and they want, you know, because I don't want to have people unfriend me either, but I do get a lot of business from my Facebook page, and I don't post that much either. So that might be something that you want to consider. And then my mom has something to say about that too.
On the business page, they said too, you can track on if you have people that they don't unfriend you, but they hide you. You usually can't see that on your personal page, but you can see it on your business page. And so, like, if you think that your family's really wanting to hear about the Scentsy and everything, you can look and see, and if they've hidden you, then you know that they're disinterested, and then you know not to bother that person any longer. But the other thing they said you could do, which costs money, but you could start off small, you could tell them the zip code that you want it to hit with your advertisements, and then it will send out. You can set it up where you can show a product and it will send it out at certain times of the day. But we just have to go in and play with it to figure out how to do that. But there's a lot of things that you can do with a business page that you can't with a personal page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe I need to work on that, because I do have a business page, but I don't utilize it much. So I think what I'll do is I will really hone in on that, and then we could do a little training on it too. So something else that I learned from social media, and I'm still working on how to perfect it because I'm having a hard time, but if you'll notice, if you're friends with me on Facebook, sometimes, not all the time, I'd like it to be all the time, but I will put Kelly's Got Scents, and then at www.kcandles.us, and then I put my phone number. So I've added a location. You can add a location on Facebook, and you can kind of put it not however you want, because they don't allow you to put the dots, and you know, you kind of have to be creative with it. But as soon as I figure it out to where it works like every time, I'm going to also do a quick little video for you guys on that, because that's pretty cool. Like, you can post about my kid chopping down a tree yesterday, and I put my website on there. So it's kind of a way to always make sure that people know you sell Scentsy and how to get it, without making it sound businessy or spammy. So I like that.
Also, that training for the business page is also on the workstation. They have it under there, and said that you could go through that, and it would help you set up your business page and show you how to manage it also.
Yeah, they have Pinterest. They have Instagram. They have like live streaming, like Periscope and something. Can you stop? Sorry, my daughter's like underneath me. Periscope, which is like live streaming, and I didn't realize that Periscope and Twitter were like together. And then also Facebook. So they recommend for people like me that are a little overwhelmed with all this stuff is to pick like one or two that you're going to use. Perfect that before you start getting into all of them, because it's better to, like, for me, I'm pretty good with Facebook, but I know there's more I can learn about it, and Instagram is pretty similar to Facebook to me. So I'm trying to do those two, and then soon I want to be able to implement Pinterest, because you can really hone in on that. And then the use of hashtags are really cool too. And this is probably old information for all you guys, but it was like really eye-opening to me. Like, hashtags are an easy way to reach people that you wouldn't have normally reached. So I'm trying to be creative with my hashtags too. So anybody else have any questions or anything they want to share before we call it an evening?
We're on the workstation where they're going to have, where it'll automatically, they'll have the Facebook where you can download stuff like that.
Right. So that's another improvement that they're making. They're making a ton of improvements, you guys, in our behalf. You can go into your workstation. The news tab is now going to become, the resources tab is now going to become a marketing tab. And you'll be able to like get any image you want and just share it right there to your Facebook or your Instagram, your Pinterest, whatever account you have set up now. I think it's live now, but they are having some quirks and worry stuff with that. But that's really exciting too. And the party planner is going away, which I'm thrilled about because that thing was just kind of a weird thing. But now they have a way better system where you can go and you can promote it on Facebook. You can, other people can share on the Facebook. You can write about your favorite friends. They can talk about the party. You can put a picture of the party or the fundraiser. There's so much that we're going to be able to do. It's important that we utilize it. And it's also important that we have a personal website, because if you don't have a personal website, all this is just, you can't use it. You need a personal website for that. You need a personal website to be able to be searched online, to be able to get potential orders, because Scentsy's doing these like campaigns, how they did the Indigo, and they're paying for sponsorships. They don't mind. They will pay. And what's happening is they're getting all these customers, and they're getting ready to distribute all those customers that they got from that Indigo campaign, and they're going to be sending it to all of us. So they'll put in the area that we're at, and then they will send them out as long as you are lead and above. Now that is key, because they want to make sure that they're not just giving them to. We all know that we have these kidnappers and things like that, and that's why I want to make sure that it's somebody that's serious in their business, that's going to stay around, that will be able to really service these customers. But another thing too is it's really important to be able to, if a customer orders off of you, from you, whether it be a party or off your website, and you've entered all their information as far as their name and their email address and their home address and everything you can on these customers, then when they order online, say Scentsy has this campaign for Indigo again or something like that, they order online and they put in their name and their address, they will be able to easily route that back to you, and that order will go right to you instead of just random account. So, did you have a question, Pamela?
No, I was going to make a statement when you were done.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't know who got to see the training today. Andy. She gave us homework.
Okay, what was that?
Well, one of the biggest things, besides everything you touched on, was make a 30-second video. Why you like Scentsy, why you do what you do, and post it on Facebook. Step outside of your box.
Yes, absolutely. And then share it on our team page so you can inspire others to do the same. And you got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that.
Yep, and then also join 5 different groups for 5 days of your interest. Talk to 5 different people. And then eventually, within the 5 days, every day. And basically what you're ending up doing is trying to reach out and expand your team.
Yeah. Absolutely. I like those ideas. I did not listen to the training call today, so I need to go back and listen to it. And obviously we all do. Those will be posted within 1 to 2 days on the workstation. So that's awesome.
That's what you call my notes on.
Yes. Yay. Okay. One last thing, guys, is like I said, I've been working really hard before reunion, and then like today all day, other than the time that I had to get my son's teeth out. I've got 2 programs coming up for you guys. One is called Leap to Lead, and that's going to be for essential and certified consultants to get you to lead. So that's going to be awesome, because then you'll be on the consultant locator. You'll start making more money, bigger paychecks. And then I also have another one, boosting your business, and it's for lead and above. And I've got lots of information that I've been working on that I'm real proud of. I've been working together with a few other people on that Boost Your Business one. And so I am excited to share this with you. All of this will start on August the 1st. So I want you to be ready. But in the meantime, what I want to leave you with is I'm giving you homework as well. I want you guys to work on your vision boards. I want you to take magazines or the pictures that you find off the internet or whatever, and I want you to really come up with your why. Why is it that you are selling Scentsy? What do you want out of your business? What do you envision Scentsy doing for you? And I want you to put it on this board. And I want it to be so strong that it makes you cry. I want it to be that if you don't accomplish what you're setting out to do with your Scentsy business, that it will affect you. I mean, I'm ready to cheer you guys on, but it's really important that you have the foundation to know why you're doing this, because I can guarantee you the fall is coming. It is going to be hectic. There are going to be long days. There's going to be days when we have to sacrifice our kids at some point. I mean, not really sacrifice our kids. They did not come out the right way. I mean, we're going to have to sacrifice time with our children and our families, and that's okay, because we're coming off of this summer where we have done, I know that I have spent a lot of time with my family, and there's never a balance in life, ever. It's all about, sometimes you have to spend more time on work, sometimes you have to spend more time on play, sometimes family, and there's never an equal balance, but the key is that we are well-rounded. And the fall is going to be hectic, and I want you to have that vision board ready for the fall, but to know that it's going to be okay. When you look at that vision board and you come home after an event or a party and it flops or you're exhausted, to look at that board and say, I'm going to keep going. I am not going to quit, because this is more important to me than any kind of failure. So that is your homework between now and August the 1st, which is like this coming weekend. I want you guys to do that, and I want you guys to be proud of it and share it so you can inspire others. Again, we're all positive. We're going to lead a much positive life. We're going to inspire others to be better. We are going to be better ourselves, and this is just the first start of how we're going to do it. So I look forward to this journey with you guys, and I'm excited where we're going, where we're headed, and I will chat with you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's almost been like an hour. Sorry. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.
That's a lot of homework by August 1st. You know that?
Yes, it is. You can do it. Positive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye, Kelly.
Bye, guys. See you
Bye.
later. Bye.